Hey everybody, hope all is well. Sensitive subject here, Black Americans and abortion. So, I'm not going to go through the entire article, but I was having a conversation, and in a group discussion about this with Roe versus Wade, one man in particular, an African American man, he kind of felt shut down, okay, during the discussion. And I'm going to go over that, and then I'll let you know what I said. Now, this article here is from, 2020, September 3rd of last year, of 2 years ago, 2020. Okay? So, it says Black Americans have become more likely to support abortion rights over the past decade, and they are now as likely as non-Black Americans to say that abortion is morally acceptable and slightly more likely to support legal abortions in all circumstances. This marks a significant change from the situation 15 to 20 years ago for Black Americans, while attitudes among the rest of the U.S. population have stayed relatively constant. So let's look at this chart here. And it just goes over the attitude based on the percentages of how people, their thinking process. So the attitudes toward abortion over time, Black Americans and non-Black Americans. So as being morally acceptable, as you can see, Black Americans in 2001 and 2007, 31%. Now, 2017 to 2020, 46%. And here we have the percentages for non-Black Americans, 41% versus 43%. As having it legal under any circumstance, in 2001 to 2007, Black Americans, 24%. 2017 to 2020, 32%. And then we have the percentages here for non-Black Americans, 25% and 27% respectively. So, as you can see, there has been a shift. Okay? 31%, 46%. Under any circumstances, 24%, 32%. So ask yourself, what do you think would be a contributing factor to the shift? My opinion, crime. My opinion, a lot of people, they're not looking through life as rose-colored glasses on. Oh, don't worry. Have as many children as you want. Carry the seed of poverty, D. You can raise them. If not, hey, tell the kids to go outside. Let the streets raise them. Oh, don't worry. Go ahead and carry the seed of poverty, D. And ladies, get yourself unalived by the seed of poverty, D. And the next thing you know, hey, Taquisha left 3 or 4 children here. Where's a man? Oh, he murked her. He unalived her. You think you might can tell these 3 or 4 kids? Hey, come outside your little world. Look around you. Look at the seed of poverty, D, committing crimes and destroying the community. The seed of poverty, D, and his Bunny and Clyde sidekick, Mrs. IOD, incubator of destruction. People are being realistic. And they're realizing we have a problem here. That's what I think. They're realizing we have a problem here. So all this just, oh, whatever, it's going to be all right. It's not going to be all right. We've been hearing that for years and it's not all right. So my buddy, he was taken aback by it. He felt that he wasn't being heard. And I understand. But here's what I told him. Not to, and no one, we all have an opinion. You're entitled to it. Not to discount him, but I told him, I said, here's the deal. I don't think you're understanding. I'm not saying they have a right to shut you down, definitely not. But here's what I think is a contributing factor to you being shut down in the conversation. I said, you're an individual. But when you look at the stats, at the collective, we have a serious problem. I said a lot of women, especially women, they're not going to really value, and again, it's my opinion, they're not going to really value the opinion of most Black men when it comes to Roe versus Wade, the reversal. You want to know why? Because these are the same black men that will, quote, unalive a black woman every 5.5, no, I'm sorry, every what? What are they saying? Every 4.8 hours. These are the same black men. How many times does a woman get pregnant and tell him that's his baby? He does more than just deny, he will unalive. We've done stories. Women have had baby showers, pregnant, bringing the gifts in, or walking to a car. She ends up shot. And to make sure that that baby doesn't survive, even shooting the women in their stomachs. Yeah, that's what's happening. How many women have told a man, oh, I'm pregnant, it's your child, and come up missing? Married, single, educated, dusty, broken, disgusted, busted, dusty. How many women have been killed? So you have to understand, a lot of people are not going to take, and you may find it offensive, but in my opinion, it's things like that. A lot of people are not going to take the opinion of a black man about abortion so seriously, or they might not even want to hear it. Why? Because that's the face of murking women and children. So that may not, of course, that's not him. But yeah, you're the face of it. If you want to get rid of black women and children, you can easily find a black man. He's doing it every day for free. Every day. This is a community where the women and children are protected. The men are protected. A dust bucket, man, let him commit a crime. He'll be sitting up, posted up, doing just fine in somebody's house. So in a community where the women or children, unlike other communities, are not valued, black men killing out women and children every day. Every day. It's not surprising. Then you want to holler. Some want to holler, oh, I'm opposed to abortion. Well, sir, and that's your opinion. Okay, fine, not a problem. Oh, that's murder. It sounds like an oxymoron. You're opposed to it, but black women and children that are alive, they're murdered every day. Walking around here, murdered every day, slaughtered like nothing. But then you want to holler as a child that's about to enter the world, oh, I'm opposed to that, and you think somebody gonna look at you respectfully and take you seriously as a collective? It's like it's a joke of the day. Are you really serious? I'm opposed to it. This is a main group of men. Nobody else hollers about child support from what I've seen than the black ones. Sure, all men complain about different things, but you can find so many videos running their mouths about child support. I'm opposed to abortion. How about you, but you're not opposed to the lack of self-control? Look at your community. It's in disarray. So many black boys running around here with guns, just shoot. And the fools are so stupid. I'm mad at this person getting the gun. That's the wrong person. Oh, a life lost. So you're opposed to it, but you unalive people every day in the community. And you think collectively somebody's going to take you seriously? You're the last on the totem pole. But are you opposed to it? You've got a point of view, and I'm sure you do. But how about you? Where's the anger and the opposition to when black women and black children are killed in the community? Where's the opposition from a group of black men? She should have chose better. That's all you got. So you wonder why people may not be taking you seriously. They see how you operate. Collectively, your voice doesn't need to be heard. They see it every day, your stance. What you say may be one thing, but actions speak louder than words. I'm opposed to it. Well, I wish you would be opposed to black women and children being murdered every day in the black community. Where's the opposition to that? Where's the protection? I wish you wouldn't be opposed collectively for providing for your children. A lot of these kids can't eat without the EBT, but you opposed to it. So how do you expect to put children here and them not to have, nourishment? You kind of need that to go to live and survive, unless you be emaciated and die. But you opposed to it. What do you want? You like dysfunction, don't you? Maybe just want to see the women just carry on, see like they've been doing, the seed of poverty, and live a life of tragedy, a life of poverty. But yeah, it's like he's taken aback by it. This is why your collective of black men shooting up schools. Kids can't even shooting at the library. Who does that? I don't like this person. They looked at me, made me mad. Oh, she's pregnant. I'll shoot her. Look at the one yesterday. Shot 15 to 23 times. Girl, he's trying to unalive you. You don't get the memo. But her, you know what kind of man you're dealing with. That'll be the same kind of mammy. Well, that's my children's father. Now you get the message. 15 to 23 times. So if she had died, which again, how she's still breathing, Lord, I can't imagine. The kids would have been an orphan. So she would have been deceased, and she still may not be out of the woods yet. I'm opposed to it. Well, are you opposed to not neglecting your children? Are you opposed to men getting women pregnant and leaving her with all the financial, emotional, and physical responsibility of raising your children? Are you opposed to that? Well, no. What do you want? One moment. You want one thing. You want women to suffer. That's what I think. You want them to suffer. So you wonder why a lot of people, or some, may not take the black male's opinion on abortion seriously. When you come out, you opposed to it. Then pay your child support. Then stop creating single baby mamas and leaving all responsibility on them. Be there, if you're so opposed to it, be there for your children. Stop being the poster child for the seed of poverty. And then not just black women, you're bringing that poverty syndrome into other communities. So then when you have an opinion, no one's really, I hate to say it, you speaking collectively for the group, look how many black women and children are killed every day. So maybe that's why you get into certain settings and they really don't want to hear. Your voice is not considered valid. Because if you want to hear about black women, black kids being killed every day, you don't have to look to the Klan. You know who it is. Typically, it is the black man. So let me know what you guys think. You complain about these men, complain about the women getting pregnant, complain about child support. You are the number one poverty, you are the poverty kings. You can't act that way and you want to be respected. All have an opinion. So sure, we're entitled to our opinion and we should all be respectful to each other. But I thought about it. You wonder why a lot of people are not taking the stance of black men on abortion so seriously. He aborts his own people every day of the week. Look at Chicago, Detroit, New Orleans, Houston, Milwaukee, Philly. But you opposed to abortion. I don't see why. You're unaliving and aborting your own people. Again, when you look at death of black women and children, speaking on abortion, you don't have to look at finding a group that's with the Klan. more than likely they've died at the hands of a black man. Thanks for listening. Let me know your thoughts on the situation, on the topic here. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.